So, what is going on, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan kefla. Kefla? I'm pretty sure it's kefla. And this here is a very intriguing figure. It is an odd one. She is from Dragon Ball Super, and she is a fusion character from kale and cauliflower. And, yeah, so basically they end up fusing into this, and it's just, it's interesting. She has the tie for widest box I own now, with Broly. I keep track of who has weird box sizes, and hers is the typical figuart box size, pretty much. But it's just super wide. No reason. No reason. I just wanted to point that out, because it's strange. Anyway, there she is. There it is, looking good. Everything on the back of the box. Man, I love that pose. And I mean, yeah, she looked good. I know nothing about this character. Again, I'm just getting to the Tournament of Power arc. Why am I reviewing her? Because all I have left to review is, like, Tien, Yamcha, Krillin from Z. And, it's Tien, Yamcha, because I want to review something cool. Here we are with kefla. And I mean, that's the box, so let's just break her out. And inside the box, you get one top tray and one bottom tray. And the bottom tray just basically has these effect things in them. That's it. That's the only thing in this bottom tray. And that just simply slots into the back. And in the top one, you get all of her hands, crossed arms, faces, and of course, you get a little power effect. She has 3 effect parts. That is rare. Very rare. And here we have kefla out of the box. And she is interesting. Very interesting. And here we have kefla out of the box, and she is intriguing. I'm surprised she can stand. Her head is massive. Look at that. Look at this. This is half the weight of the figure. There's nothing that can indicate otherwise. She is very thin. Very thin, and she also has a slight issue with some copies, which is paint wear, which mine has a small little chip, it looks like, right there on the thigh. Bit of a shame. I don't really want to scratch at it too much there, because she apparently has very, very fragile paint, and it can chip super easy. As you can see up there on the shoulder, a little bit of chippage going on, but that is okay. It's fine. It's not that noticeable right now. I'm not going to, move her around too much. She has a bit of a paint issue up here on the hair as well. Or maybe it's just dented because of how she was displayed. But that is besides the point. She looks pretty good. She's primarily with this burgundy and this kind of yellow gold. It's kind of weird. It's not like gold. It's very yellow. Yellow metallic. Her hair, very nice metallic green. The eyes are picked out in this nice blue, and she does have the Patara air rings due to it being a fusion character like Vegito, which is neat. I mean, she's an interesting design, to say the least. I mean, very interesting. There's not really a lot to say. She can stand, which, like I said, very surprising considering how this is massive. Like, this is also very painful, by the way. Very painful. Very, very painful. It's very spiky. There is upgrade kits out there for other modes. Like I said, I don't know anything about cauliflower and kale, really. I know they are Saiyans from, I believe, the 7th universe? I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. Like I said, I could be wrong with that as well. But she's just very thin, and it's very meh. That's it. She does have a boatload of accessories, as we've seen, though, so let's talk about those now. First up, we have 2 hands, not the fists. I forgot about the fists. I just don't care. They're fists. We've seen them a million times. You don't need to see them anymore. We have an open calm hand. This is basically your neutral stance. And then a pointing finger, which looks pretty cool. Very nice. I do like that. That's actually a pretty good pose right off the bat right there. Pretty basic one, but it's something you can do. It's very nice. Next up, we have this kind of grip type hand. It's kind of like a calm neutral type of thing. Her shoulder keeps coming undone. I'm very sorry. I don't think I pegged it in there all the way. I'm too scared after the Jiren incident. But she does have that. Now, one thing I do want to say while we're putting on this other hand here, look at the size of those. The size of that ball joint. It's puny, and it's thin, and it scares the ever-living daylights out of me because I know how notorious the QC of these super figures are. Her next hand, though, is Ki Blast. It's just an obvious hand. Every single figure in the world comes with a Ki Blast, unless you're Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. Still the strangest admission of one. It's really weird. Anyway, that's that hand. And then I have one more hand. This one more hand is the Ki Blast hand. Again, but with a peg on it. Because Blast Effect. She comes with a little orb similar to Hit. Very, very similar to Hit. Except in kind of a, like, orangey color. It's like a very pinky orange type color. I don't know. It's a really strange shade to describe. In some lights it looks orange, some lights it looks pinkish, sometimes it looks red. It's really weird. I'll just say sunset. We'll go with sunset. How does that sound? But yeah, that's that hand. That's the one thing it does, is hold this one small puny Blast Effect, which is how I have her on the shelf, because I can't use her cool one because it's too big and it takes up too much space, unfortunately. So for the next thing, we have a crossed arm section. You remove her arms. Look at that. That is spooky. Tell me that isn't spooky. Did that one break? Are they different? Why are they different sizes? I was like, oh, it broke. No, it didn't break. They're just different. For some reason. They're just different. I was like, did that break while I did that? No, they're actually just different. Anyway, you can get crossed arm pieces in there involved. If I can get this one to move. Come on, shoulder part. I know you wanna. It's a little spooky. You get the gist, though. I'll fix it up later, but yeah, you get the gist. That is the crossed arms part. It just goes on. Arms are spooky. To this day, I still don't like that after the Jiren, but that is fine. The next accessory parts here are these, which are her very cool effect part hands, which they're very neat and very cool, and they're also very sharp and spiky. I've cut myself on them. They're very, very sharp. Again, they go on pretty basic and easy. Don't worry, her arm was fine. She just has two different arm pegs. I don't know why. Like, that seems a little weird, but maybe mine just had like a factory defect or something. I don't know. Anyway, get that on there to the best of your abilities. And her arms have to go all the way out to use these. It is improbable any other way. And they're just not too fun to get on because, again, I'm worried about the wrist pegs. I'm worried about everything else. And I'm also worried about stabbing myself with these giant green effect parts. Which, yes, go on there perfectly well and good with no problems. Once you do get them on there. And yeah, they look really cool. Come on now, look at that. Oh, I wish I could pose her like this. If I had enough room on my shelf, I would. She looks so cool with them. They're very nice with this nice little red fade in the middle. It just looks so cool. It looks awesome. I have no issues with these parts. They look really good. Oh, but we ain't done yet. We got faces. First up, neutral face, which, as I said detailing earlier, she has lime green eyebrows and very nice blue eyes with the Patara earrings. They're all the same. At random, I pulled the yelling face. Of course she has a yelling face. Why wouldn't she? And then we have her teeth grit face, which might kind of look a little like a white fleck, like the pink is. Looks a little weird. Either way, it's there. It's not bad. It looks the exact same as always. It's a teeth grit face. And to put her faces back together, she just removed the bangs. As always, they're always there to be removed. And that is the accessories, and that's basically it for that. So let's look at the articulation. which is pretty solid. We have a ball joint in the head, but she doesn't have a neck joint, which is strange. She's like the first one I think I've owned that doesn't have like the weird neck joint. I'm thinking it's because she's so thin, but that might just be me. She does have the typical joints of the arms, butterfly, swivel. This, I don't know why they're different. This one here is super thin. Maybe this one's just broken. Maybe it just came, like I said, like mismanufactured or something. I don't know. She does have double elbows, which tends to be a rarity for a lot of female figures out there. A nice joint at the wrist, ball joint. The core, very good. She has no blockage. She just has like a six-pack, so she just has full range. Back, forward, side to side, swivel. She is completely unblocked there. Very good. She does have forward and back as well, but yeah, her back is blocked. She kind of got a dumpy. Tried to go the whole review without saying anything about that stuff, but yeah, she kind of blocks it. It's blocked going backwards. You can't go back. Double knee, swivel, nice hinge, and forward and back. And of course, she has a toe bend as always. So yeah, pretty standard stuff other than the kind of bad backwards motion. Some will see that as a pro and a con, but I don't really care, and I'm not going to be like that with the figure. I know people are like that, and I find that weird, but that is basically it for Kefla. And what do I think of her? She's pretty good. Like, she's actually really, really solid. Again, she's one of those weird ones. I'm not sure if she's premium Bandai or not. I think she might be. I don't know, though. Not 100. She's just an oddity outright. I mean, she is very, very cool, nonetheless. If you're looking for the character, obviously you're going to want her. She is not bad. I got mine on eBay from a place called Figurine Collector in France. Yes, France again. I tend to get a lot of them from France. I don't know why. They always just tend to have the stuff for really good prices. And they also tend to just also, like, have ones that you can't typically get. Like, you go on, like, CMD store, for instance. That's where I usually go, CMD store, Toy Snowman. And their price is, like, 160. I'm not paying 160. I got her for about 120, which isn't that bad. That's $40 less, obviously. So, quite the good steal of price. And, I mean, yeah, she looks good. There's a lot of things out there. There's upgrade kits if you want base Kefla or whatever out there for different heads. Her head's not easy to remove, however. It's one of those ones you do definitely have to put, like, heat onto, like a blow dryer or something like that. But that is it. And I'm genuinely, I think I'm going to give her a nice 4. She does have issues, such as the paint chipping, as I've already fell victim to in a couple spots on the figure. I'm surprised she can stand still. Those thin rest pegs, they scare me. They do. She also has no backwards leg articulation, which, again, that's just wild. But anyway, not that bad of a figure. As I said, if you're looking for her, she is really, really good. She has a lot of good accessories. Probably some of the best accessories I own, if I'm being honest. That's really all I have to say about Kefla. So that's been our review of SH Figuarts Kefla. That's been Delete signing out.